Yeah, we good.
We good?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right. First and foremost, we're going to start off giving our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakadash. All right. We're going to give double honors to the elders and the apostles at GMS, and salutations and blessings to the Akim around the world, preaching and teaching this truth. All right. With the GMS Memphis camp, I'm Yakanan.
I'm the brother Maya.
And today, got a lesson going into the devil. This devil is showing his horns. All right, and we can see clear examples now of Esau just pretty much, man, being the devil, man. He's got this proud spirit on him to where he doesn't care anymore. He doesn't care if Jake is calling him racist. He doesn't care about this whiteness. He's proud to be white. Proud of his heritage. Proud of what he did to the Israelites, man. To you Jakes, man. He's in that spirit of being tired of having this white guilt or this guilt on him for what he's did, man. He's proud about this, man. And this is the mindset of the devil. All right. If you grab real quick in Genesis, what is it, 26? No, I think it's 27. Then will I slay my brother Jacob? Yeah, because this has been this devil's mindset from the time he lost his blessing. He ultimately, it wasn't for him, man. It wasn't meant for him. Okay, this was the Lord's will, was to bless Jacob, and to what scripture say, he abhorred Esau. He passed him by. He looked at Esau and, like, nah, this is not what I want.
Yeah.
So, hey, that has nothing to do with us, man. All right, this is all the will of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah.
But you got it, bro.
This is Genesis chapter 27, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father had blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob.
Right, and he's never changed that mindset, man, to this day. All right, he's had that same mindset of, slaying Jacob. That's what he gets pleasure out of, man, is putting Jake to death. You know, and right now, what he has the power, he has the sword. Okay, the Lord has given him that blessing, and he's doing it to the fullest, man. But it's not going to continue on going the way that Esau thinks. Okay, he thinks he's going to continually always be able to have Jacob in a perpetual, downward place. In a position of hell. Okay, because that's where we're at. But no, this thing is going to flip, man. All right, the Lord is going to make Esau the tail, the way it's supposed to be. Okay, and put Jacob in the righteous position of being on top, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got a video. Shit, Salaki. Shit. The water, bro. Let me move this instant. Yeah, I got a video, and also I looked up what was going on with this situation with Nolan Wells. Salakia. Yeah, I looked at basically is there new findings in this Nolan Wells situation, and it's coming from ABC News. It says witnesses told authorities Nolan Wells had heavy alcohol intake, preliminary info. So what is this? This is an accuser of the brethren. This is him. What does this have to do with him being put to death, man, with the alcohol intake? They're not looking into finding out what happened with the witnesses that were there.
Yeah.
Okay, they're talking about him heavy drinking, like, it was drowning or something of that sense. No, it was also some video that came out, which I had the video, but I'm not gonna play it. And then you really can't tell if that's him or not. But it most definitely was a Jake with a bunch of Edomites around. Pretty much, man, looked like he was lifeless. You know what I'm saying? They was throwing his body around like a rag doll, man. He was through. It puts you in the mind of something out of the 60s, you know, or even earlier,
Yeah.
in the, 50s or 60s, when they would just take Jake and just beat him lifeless, and then, do what they chose to the body. Maybe sparking on fire. You know how we had the signs at camp that show you the atrocities that happened to Jake, man.
Yeah.
But this you can add this one to it if the proof comes out that was him, But you see Esau, trying to ultimately put it on him in a way.
Yeah.
All right, because when you go down on this, it says the official autopsy report from the state medical examiner's office and toxicology tests are still pending. A private autopsy commissioned by Wells' family ruled his case and manner of death undetermined, pending investigation. So they're still saying, "Oh, we don't know what happened. It's undetermined the cause of death," things of that sort. But we just have to wait to see when more evidence comes out. But hey, don't be surprised if that kid got beat to death, man. And you were just saying something about what were you saying, bro?
Yeah, like a auto had came out with one of Nolan's so-called friends had made a phone call while they was up on a boat, and it was basically they explained that they basically murdered the boy, because you heard people in the background talking about some Nolan, or is he dead?
Right. So they know he had to be jacked up for them to, be screaming Nolan, like, what's going on.
And then that justified the one of the so-called white boys saying that, oh, he never did get up on a boat with us. But when you make the phone call to call the people to come tow the boat, you got people in the background saying Nolan. So the Katie girl was right saying that, hey, the last time she seen Nolan, it was with his friends. He got on the boat with his friends.
Yeah.
But here it is, he doing an interview with this Uncle Ruckus ass nigga talking about some, hey, he never did get on a boat with us. He just stayed on the island.
Oh man, see, that's contradiction stories, man. Which, if it was Jake, if the shoe was on the other foot, just using this Nolan Wells situation, shoe was on the other foot, most definitely, man, Jake would be in jail, man.
Yeah.
Until they figured out what was going on. But here it is. This is it's Esau Edom's kingdom, man. So it's no pressure being applied to Esau, man.
I gotta appreciate
he's not in trouble like other men.
That's what I'm gonna go to.
Yeah, you can get it.
This is I think this in Psalms.
Yep.
This is Psalms chapter 73. I think that's verse. I'll start at 3. This is Psalms chapter 73, verse 3. It said, "For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. For there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men's, neither are they plagued like other men's."
Oh.
And you see it from many examples, many track records of Esau Edom, where you had multiple so-called white people did some type of killing.
Oh.
School shooters shoot up the whole goddamn school. Hey, get a slap up on the wrist. Don't have to do no time.
Oh.
Or you see Esau fighting a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no harm, ain't
no tase, nothing.
Hey, none of that. They just wrestling, trying to get him down.
Mm-hmm.
But you let Jake was to do something like that, man, he'll be about 100 bullet holes in him. trying to fight a police officer.
Man, Jake just don't listen to a simple command.
Really?
A simple command from Esau. And he'll get put down.
Yeah.
Yep, you tell him to roll a wonder down. I remember it was a Jake, he, had his camera rolling. And which, we tell Jake anyway to agree with our adversary, comply with the police. Don't try to get into this back and forth. Sovereign citizen, I know my rights. You can't do this, you can't do that. No, just agree with your adversary and what's say a soft answer turneth away wrath.
Yep.
So you gotta know how to deal with Esau, man. You gotta know how to handle that. Well, one thing, making sure, hey, you're not around it, you're not surrounded by a bunch of devils, man.
Yeah.
Because right now, like this lesson is going into, this devil is showing his horns, man. Okay, he's not feeling any type of way about taking Jake out, man. That's really what he wants to do anyway. So if you Israelites, man, not understanding who your enemy is, then hey, you're gonna be a part of the prey. All right. So let's get Sirach. Unless it was more on what you had.
That's it. That's it. This is Sirach chapter 12, verse 10.
Yep.
It said, "Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness."
That's right. Hey, like iron rusted, so is his wickedness, man. So that rust, man, is still on this devil. All right. This man never changed, man. He was created to be the wicked, so he can't change, even if he wanted to. But no, he's letting you know he's coming out and being even more devilish. He's being even more wicked. And if you Israelites continue to trust him, man, you're gonna continue to get caught up.
Yeah.
You got it.
It said, "Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away."
Right, it's still there. That's what we're seeing now. We're seeing that that old devil is still the same, man. Everybody thinking, different day and time. Oh, you can't do this, can't do that now. Well, that what was his name? Chud the Builder. He was going around calling, basically saying, you chipping out, calling you niggas and shit in your face. Nobody was really doing anything, but you eventually had him do some dumb shit and took his own self out of the equation. But a lot of Israelites, man, they wasn't doing shit about it, getting mad, other than getting upset and angry. But this was Esau letting you know that spirit that's on him, man, being proud to be a devil, proud to be an American spirit. Because they don't even look at Jake as human. They don't look at Jake as if you on their level, so-called.
Mine.
So-called on that level. Esau is really low as hell, man. And Jake don't know what they're really getting into with dealing with this devil, man.
Yeah. Like you being the only one.
Come on,
the
man.
only Jake around a bunch of Edomites.
Man, bro.
Like you setting yourself up for the kill.
Yep.
And everything.
Most
Because these devils wasn't programmed to be your friend.
Yep.
Like they was programmed to hate you.
Yep.
To have a perpetual hatred towards you. So when you trying to fit in with them, man, they looking at you like, man, look at this man. I really think he's a part of us.
Yeah, right. He really think he with us.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's been plenty of examples of you Jakes going on trips with a whole bunch of groups of white people and come up missing, come up dead.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure Jake be having hints thrown their way when they be a part of their little groups and everything. I'm pretty sure Esau, they'll say some slick shit.
Yep.
But usually as a joke though.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll go over your head because you really just think that
that's your friend.
Yeah, that's your friend.
Yep.
But really, they your enemy.
Mm-hmm. Hey, can you jump down to verse 13?
This is Sirach chapter 12, verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh a wild beast?
Yep, keep going.
It says, so one that goes to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who would pity?
Right. Who gonna pity, man? Nobody, because you should know. Look at Esau's track record of being the devil.
Man.
All right, him showing his horns, and you still don't realize what you're dealing with. That is like playing with a wild beast. Who gonna pity a person that you is playing with a snake, and then when the snake bites your ass, like that letter that DJ Trump read about the snake. When the snake bit him, it was like, shit, hey, who told you to trust me? Nurse me back to health, do all this, do all that, man. You knew I was a snake. So who is it for Jake to trust in Esau Edom, man? All he's been doing to you, as long as you've known Esau Edom, all he's done to you, man, is try to steal. Hey, what did it say? The enemy coming to steal, kill, and destroy?
Yeah.
That's exactly what this devil has been doing, man. Trying to find ways to take you out, man.
Yeah.
Whether it be via the JAB, whether it's just ultimately putting a sword to you and putting you to death. The pollution in the air, the foods, all type of ways of trying to find different ways to take Jake out. Okay? And this goes way back. This is just, this ain't nothing new.
Yep.
That's why we read what we read in Sirach 12 and 10. Okay? Who's gonna pity you when you trusting in your oppressor, man?
Yep. I ain't got a precept.
You got it, brother.
Cause it's going back to the garden with Eve, the serpent. This is Genesis chapter 3, going straight to the point, verse 15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. So this is the Lord who put this enmity between you two. Because Esau, he come from that serpent seed. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Yep.
So if the Lord programmed it to be this way, to have enmity between you Israelites and this particular nation, Esau,
yep.
How can you even be friends with them? How can you even trust them when they was programmed in a womb to hate you, to not get along with you?
Mm-hmm.
But you still trying to join hand in hand with the wicked and try to
save them.
Yeah, trying to save them.
Yep.
When they can't be saved, even the Lord don't want this nation of people to be saved.
He hates them, man. He said, "Hey, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated."
Exactly.
So ultimately, you going against the Heavenly Father, man. That's exactly what you're doing. You're going against the Lord's will and saying what's not right to the Lord. You telling him what's right and what's wrong.
You heard me.
Well, keep going on that Sirach. We're going to go to 16 and we're going to wrap it on that and then get a couple more and we'll close it.
This is back at Sirach, chapter 12. Start at where?
I think we read 14, start at 15 and 16.
This is Sirach, chapter 12, verse 15. It said, For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry.
Hey, that made me think of Nolan Wells, because what? They were abiding, hanging with him.
Yep.
As soon as and I from some stories I heard, they end up drugging him so he couldn't leave. So when he did try to run and get away, he was all fucked up and they could still, be able to have their way with him, man. And that's how the devil do, man. He'll put you in positions where he'll make you weak before he actually comes out to fight you. He's not gonna fight you at full strength, man.
Yep.
And all them goddamn devils, all them Edomites around, he still felt the need to have to, bring you down to a lower level to deal with you. Because he know Jake Power, man.
Yeah.
But that's only a lesson for you Israelites to learn. Hey, you can't trust this man. You should never be finding yourself, you know, it's just you and a bunch of Edomites around. You should find your way out of whatever situation that is, whether it's a party, if it's a dinner, whatever. you gotta find the exit, man. This could very well end up badly, man, for you.
Yeah.
Oh, they could just blame you for some shit. Something come up missing, something happen. You're gonna be the blame. Nigga did it. You know? But you got it, bro.
It's Sirach chapter 12, verse 16.
Yep.
It said, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips.
Mm-hmm. All right, what he say? Nolan was like a brother to me. Was like past tense.
You heard me.
Yeah, knowing he was out of there. You got it.
But in his heart, he imagined how to throw thee into a pit.
Right, he find a way to take you out, man. Oh, that made me think of what is that in Psalms 55? Get that real quick.
But just because someone say, you know, they your brother, don't mean they actually will treat you like a brother.
Yep.
You know, same thing with a friend. You know, friend goes into a brother.
Mm-hmm.
But clearly, Esau, Edom,
that wicked brother.
Yeah, hey, he's your wicked brother. He's your wicked, evil twin brother that you can't trust.
Mm-hmm. Yep, this is Psalms 55 and verse 20. It says, he hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart and in his mind.
Yeah.
His words were softer than his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. See? Hang on, man. Yeah, so yeah, his words are smooth. He'll speak smooth things, but what? Ultimately, man, he looking for a way to take you out, man. This devil is always looking for ways to trap Jacob, man, to throw you in a pit, to overtake you. Okay? And that's the spirit of the devil, man. So what's happening now? This devil is truly just unleashing on who he really is, man. Okay? And everybody's gonna see, like, damn, this is, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna wake up, you're gonna get your what they call nigga wake up moment, man. You're gonna get your nigga wake up moment from Esau Edom. A lot of you jakes who just refuse to believe that this man is wicked and that he is the devil, okay? Then you gonna find out soon, man. Soon enough. This man's gonna show you, man. And he's already showing you.
Yeah.
I had another video, and this just something that happens all the time. Like I said, I don't know if this Jake was complying or what, but you're about to see how Esau just, you know, he gets rage. He just full of rage when it comes to Jake, man. So this happened in internal investigation. Salaki. This happened in Chicago. It says investigation underway into helmet police use of force after video arrest outside Starbucks goes viral. And this was recent. I want to say this maybe a week ago. But I'm going to say, hey, fair use is just for educational purposes.
Underway after a viral video captured a confrontation involving Hemet police officers. Bully him? He just knocked his out. This is for the Instagram. Hemet police say officers responded to a disturbance at a local business on Friday after a man allegedly threatened employees. Investigators say the suspect became aggressive outside, prompting officers to use force to take him into custody. The department acknowledges public concern over the incident, but emphasizes that social media clips may not show full context.
Yeah, man, the fuck out of here. We see all we need to see off of social media. He wearing Jake ass out, man.
Yeah.
These niggas slam the nigga down. That's like you know, you see somebody that owe you some money and you jump down on them like that. Jake already down. He got one officer got his knee in his back and shit on top of him, but he's still whooping his ass.
Mm.
So, and this is in what was this? California. How much more down south? Tennessee, Arkansas, Georgia, these places like that, these southern states. How much more there?
Mm.
You know what's gonna go down, man.
Yeah.
They might turn the cam off. Okay? So man, hey, you gotta know who your enemy is. You gotta know what you're dealing with when it comes down to the devil, man. Cause hey, he ain't have no problem with unleashing on Jake. Like you were speaking on earlier, when it come down to Esau, they find every tactic in the world to use to bring. They'll just wrestle them down before they, use deadly force or use a taser or do something. You know what I mean? On that level,
Yeah.
where they actually gotta inflict harm. But when it comes to Jake, they just be still, nigga, on your ass, man. But that's that hatred, though.
Yeah.
So let's get Ezekiel. We'll get Ezekiel, and then we'll get Jeremiah. We'll end it on Obadiah.
This is Ezekiel
35.
chapter 35, verse 5. It said, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end.
Yep.
Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
See, it says, since thou hast not hated blood, Esau love blood, man.
Yeah.
That's all he know. That's what he live by, the sword. So, hey, the same energy that he's bringing out, the Lord gonna give it right back, man. And that's the beautiful thing about our power. He's a balanced power. Okay, so all these things, all these atrocities, all this wickedness that Esau has done, man, he got to pay for that, man.
Yeah.
He's not getting away scot-free. Well, whether you Israelites can see that or realize what's going on, hey, it may seem that he's getting away, but no. Hey, he still has to pay and double.
Mm.
Okay? So, did you have something?
I had a quick one.
You got it.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 6.
Yep.
It says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Lord to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a righteous thing with the Lord to recompense trouble to them that trouble you.
Yep.
So best believe Esau, Edom, hey, Jacob gonna get his payback.
Oh yeah, man, it's coming. Matter of fact, since you said that, let's just go on and get Obadiah, man. Cause hey, that sums it up, man. That's what has to happen. Yeah, this devil, you proud of being a devil. You know, like the scripture say, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. But hey, you got to get paid back for all this wickedness, man.
Right.
Okay, everything you've done, all the Israelites you touched. Okay, you gotta get paid back for that, man. Okay, and like we just read in Ezekiel, man, it says since thou since thou hast not hated blood, yeah, even blood shall pursue thee. So you got a lot to pay for, man. You got it, brother.
This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
Yeah, and that's a shameful thing, man. That's why the scripture say about shameful spewing being on that glory, because that's really how this place was established, man. Not starting with our brothers, the natives, man. Okay, the northern tribes, man. You came over here, rape, robbing, and murdering from the beginning. Okay, as soon as you step short on this land, man. Okay, so this land is so full of blood, like it tells you in Numbers. Hey, it can't be cleansed, man, but by the blood of him that shed it.
Yep.
So you ultimately, man, the Lord has to pay you back, man. It's out of our hands now. You know, we can't do nothing. We can't. Jay can ask for reparations and all this bullshit, but none of that's gonna suffice, man. None of that's gonna make it right for all those years of what you know you devils did into Jake, man, did it to our people. You can't make that right, man.
Yeah.
You know.
It says,
You started over.
all right, this is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10.
Come.
It said, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever.
Ooh. Man, that's it. The Lord gonna cut that disease off, man. He gonna cut that cancer off out of the earth. All right, you're gonna be taken out, and that's something we've been patiently waiting on, man. Is for the Lord to return and take this devil down and set one that is righteous over it, man. You know. So, hey, ultimately, man, hey, Lord willing, we can endure until the end because we know and understand who this man is, who this devil is, and the wicked intentions that he has for us. But at the end of the day, it's not up to him. This is all Yahweh Shem Shai's movement in his plan. Okay, like it says in Isaiah 46:10. Okay, and ultimately his plan is to take this man down, man, and set Jacob up. All right, so hey, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson for the elect. Once again, we're going to give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. We're going to give double honors to the elders and the apostles at GMS, and salutations and blessings to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.